Hello, everyone. First and foremost, welcome to Outreach with Reggie. Well, of course, you're here with Reggie Holloway, that is. And first and foremost, before I start this video, I want to say thank you to everyone who has tuned in to season 1 of the podcast. And in honor of season 1 of the podcast, I got a little surprise for you. In this video, in honor of our last episode, well, not really, but it coincides with episode 12's From Protest to Policy. I am going to take you on a little adventure. Where exactly? Of course, I'm taking you on a journey to my trip to DC. Yes, a part of what I get a chance to do is be a youth advocate. Not only just a youth advocate, but this was my first time being a youth advocate and working with people on a national level, learning how to become a better advocate and being able to see how well I can do, learn new things, how to advocate, how to talk to policymakers and other people that are on the higher up. But overall, just meet changemakers and people who have great influence. Along with that, I made some great friends, hopefully, and I am thankful for the journey. And not sure where this road will take me, but as of right now, I'm grateful. I'm back in Atlanta right now, but stay tuned. This is my complete journey from start to finish, going from Atlanta to DC and everything in between. So stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Hello. This is Reggie all the way. You're back with Outreach with Reggie, and I'm officially in Maryland, where I'm in the DMV, right? Because it's much smaller than Georgia in stature regarding like size. So when I came down from the plane, it was like, welcome to Maryland, and then welcome to Washington, welcome to the District of Columbia, whatever the case may be. So we went to Maryland. No, we went to Virginia first. I'm sorry, Virginia, District of Columbia, and then now we're in Maryland. So, DMV. But nevertheless, I'm taking you with me. Before we get to the work, we're going to be doing some fun adventure stuff. So, I'm going to check out the hotel, and then we're going to go on some excursions. So, stay tuned. And this is Outreach with Reggie. All right, everybody. We traveled a little bit to get here, and now we are in Maryland. Went around, walked the scenery a little bit more around the National Harbor, and it'd be wrong, kind of bad, if I did not come to Maryland and not have crab cake. So we're gonna do that. I will not eat on camera, but I will happily tell you how it is and if it's good or not. So stay tuned. The moon is still out. The moon is still out, and it's 6:30 in the morning. If I was in Atlanta, it would have been peak right now, sun. But it's 6:30 and the moon is still out in Maryland. That's insane to me. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are officially in day 2, or the first full day in Maryland. And as always, if you know me for some time, one thing I'm very big on is chasing sunrises, because you never know when they're gonna come. You never know when it's gonna be your last one. I didn't mean for that to get dark or anything, but long story short, I hit the gym early around 5, and it is currently 6:50. So as you can see, the moon is slowly getting away from us. But I don't know. It felt good today. Felt like I should do this. Felt needed. I would say, as you find your own beauty within the day, chase your sunrises, because you never know when it's going to be your last one. And whatever sunrises does that look like for you, continue to chase them, because you never know how nice they may be. Or once you make it there, you never know how beautiful it may feel. And eyes a little glossy because I was listening to some good music that kind of hit home for me. So nevertheless, chase your sunrises as I struggle to get the camera going. All right.
how we often think about social media in these buckets. And in terms of what really makes a strong advocacy post, again, I think you can kind of use some inspiration from what you consume. Why do you consume that thing? Why do you like that thing? Why did you share that thing with a friend? You can use some of those tenets in order for you to have a foundation for your post. But then we want to make sure that we apply what we already talked about earlier today. So this idea on being short, punchy, and clear, that's a really important piece of this puzzle that goes for your blog post as much as it goes for
Oh, good job, Kyra.
I'm gonna do that again. Okay, y'all, Reggie beat me.
Yeah, I tried to warn him. I had
He
to
beat
let
me
him
by,
know.
hold on, I wish you would put up the score. He beat me by like
being
3-4
a
points.
Southern gentleman from the
Reggie
South.
won.
I
Reggie
had to let him
won.
know. I let her get ahead a few games, but and then we had to set some things straight.
Wait, why you said he had to say some big shit?
It ain't personal, it's business. Southern business. How we do things in Atlanta.
Oh, this how y'all operate in Atlanta? That's how y'all do in Atlanta?
Peaches and cream. Peaches and cream.
Okay, you know what? We gonna clock it.
Yeah. Good morning. It is officially day 2 of being on this trip in the DMV. I say DMV because now I finally know what it means. District of Columbia, M as in Maryland, and Virginia. So we've been spending our time. We spent the first day in Maryland just getting familiar with the land. I guess I never told you this, but I'm an ambassador, a youth ambassador for an organization called CARES. I'll explain that later. You're not here for that. But we learned a bit about how to advocate and how to advocate in the right way, the things we're advocating for, which is SNAP, how to restructure SNAP for foster youth, along with medicine, and also a few other things. So that was the workshop yesterday, as you saw in the video. But today, we are officially going to the Capitol. So stay tuned as we go to DC. I'm excited. It's my first time. Until then, stay tuned. and housing vouchers were prioritized first. But since the executive order, those supports were ended for housing first, including federal grants to focus on housing in places that enforces bans on urban camping. So that's why I came here today, to see if we can work on issues and work on some things regarding that matter.
Now, you know, Reggie, when we first came into the office, you're not a constituent. I'm already limited on time, but I guess I didn't realize that those things have been ended with the recent executive order. So I do thank you for coming here, Reggie. Thank you.
Absolutely, and if possible, I would love to extend this relationship to see if by email or if I can get some contact information from you.
Do not think it is out of reach. There's also school board, there's city council. There are a lot of different smaller level things that's considered elected office, but it allows you to have that voice. I honestly highly recommend it, and I think honestly, people like yourselves.
Hello everybody. I am back after a long, successful work day, and I'm currently in Washington, D.C. for the first time. And I feel pretty good, feel pretty happy, because next place we're going is to the Capitol. And as far as the trip goes, the work is done. So now we are about to go on a little excursion around DC, and we're gonna go to Maryland. Well, we have a hotel in Maryland, but it's gonna be DC and then Virginia. Well, I did it. This is Outreach with Reggie, and we are officially at the Capitol. Feels right. Feels right. Yes, after taking dozens and dozens of pictures, we are here. That felt good, right? When we talk about policy, when we talk about protest to policy, these are where all the policymakers make it. So to be here, so many people that I know, it's never a misfortune. It's never something that I look at with any form of privilege. It is a privilege, actually. But what am I say? I don't take it for granted. So the fact that I get a chance to go to places like this, not only make active change locally in my state, but also just nationally, So being able to meet with partners that do this type of work on a national level, and for this to be my first time making those same changes or efforts to make it to those same changes, I am grateful. So nevertheless, I do this for me. I do this for everybody who comes before before me who could not make it or sometimes are not privileged to make it. And hopefully many people like me, I get to see them more and more in buildings like this. So overall, I say all that to say I'm thankful. Yeah, it's a beauty. Well, we've been walking for an hour, or I've been walking for an hour here. But after an hour-long walk, seeing all the monuments, whatever it may be, not that far away. I asked the gentleman close, and he said that a couple more blocks, and I'll be where we need to be. to give you a representation in the next video, I'm gonna show you exactly how far I've walked. It may not look far, but I assure you, it's been quite a walk. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been some time. It's been quite some time, actually. I have walked over an hour straight, or at least it feels that way. But nevertheless, we've made it to our destination. Made it to the White House. Yes, yes. Thankful, 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 thankful. So many realities, so many things people said, you know. I often think about like how far I've came, where I'm going, and then I surrender that and just become present. Not sure where life is taking me right now. 1 year ago, didn't even think this was possible. Wouldn't even dreamt of it, you know. If anything, I was just trying to figure out how in the blue hell was I was gonna pass college. And then 1 year later, which is now, trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay rent. I think what I'm saying is uncertainty, no matter what time, no matter where you are, no matter how far you go, is always gonna be there. I would just say stay present, because you never know when it's going to be the next time or the last time. But what I do know is, for one thing for dang certain, I'm going to be present. At last, I have one more scenic thing to look at. Back there is the Lincoln Memorial. We'll come back. If God grants us another opportunity, we'll come back next time for that. But with a dead phone, and I have to get back to charge it, with one more place to go, I think, as of right now, this will suffice. All right, you guys, we did it. We're officially done with all of our work for the trip. I visited everything I wanted to visit for day 2. And now, to complete the trip, I've been to the District of Columbia, that's the D. I've been to Maryland, well, I'm in Maryland now, but it wouldn't be the trip unless I visit the V. So with that being said, I'm going to quickly re-energize, or recharge my phone really. And then we're going to step our toe in Virginia before the trip is over. So stay tuned.
What happens, how this unfolds in the last month, and how long does it
Hello, I am here in Alexandria, Virginia, right across the water from my hotel. Went to come here to pick up some dinner, but there's a problem. Well, let me paraphrase. I was here because one of my favorite movies of all time is Remember the Titans. So I came originally to see the high school, T.C. Williams High School. But I learned on the way here that that school no longer exists. Instead, it's called Alexandria City High School. So I said, all right, I'm hungry. I haven't ate dinner yet. So let me at least fix my collar and then go for the dinner. But the place I wanted to go to is closed. So now I am looking for some good eats in Alexandria. So let's see if I can find something. Alrighty, finally, after walking the waterfront in Virginia, I finally found a place. And it's Adidas. It looks good. We're gonna stick to what they're known for in Virginia. And hopefully we actually have a good food experience. Because if not, yeah. It's a big old mocktail right there. It's a big old mocktail. Alrighty, we got that main course, that main entree. We got that stuffed. I'm gonna flip the camera in a second, but we got stuffed crab inside some fish. It's amazing. Check it out. Well, I went ahead and fast forwarded to the next day. Not for nothing other than the fact that Virginia's probably a place that you would want to go visit during the day. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time on this trip. But that doesn't mean, if the Lord permits, that the next time I'm here, Virginia is definitely the next place on my mind to go visit. Definitely Alexandria, but unfortunately, a lot of the reasons why we would go to Alexandria now are now gone. Man, I'm really sad that high school, T.C. Williams, Remember the Titans. We are Tigers, not anymore. But nevertheless, it be very, very, very unfortunate if I did not at least start or end the way we started. Meaning, I believe the first full day we were here, we came to this pier. So what a better way to end it if we didn't end it here? I feel pretty good. with that being said, this was a first journey, but a wonderful journey on this trip to DC. I'm super thankful. All praise go to God. All praise goes to God. And I am blessed. But thank you for everybody who's tuned in, who stuck with me to the end of this video. And thank you for just tuning into the journey. If you haven't already, tune in to the latest episode of Outreach with Reggie. And until the next journey, which at the time of this recording is a couple days from now, we're going to be going to Colorado. So stay tuned.